And welcome. Good morning. And hey, we're here. This is Dr. Joe Blake here. Welcome to the On Point Podcast, where we're helping you get your financial point across. This morning it's actually 100 degrees already here in Arizona, and it's only 11. I tell you, it's always a wonderful day here in Arizona, and I tell you, we always here and welcome to nice in this warm weather. Enjoy, and always good to learn more about financial literacy. I had to, put my shades on because it's so sunny out there, man. You go out there in the sun, just gets to you so quick. It's always good. Always, I just like the sun. I'd rather be in the sun than in the over there in the East Coast. And next thing you know, it's snow coming and everything. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. All good in the neighborhood. So today's podcast, we're talking about mastering multiple income streams for long-term stability. And as I was going through my research, one of the things that struck me is it's like my life now. One of the things that struck me was when I was asking my participants some of the questions about in retirement and things like that. One of the participants mentioned, well, once you get to retirement, you're going to fixed income, and you got to the main goal when you get to retirement is to manage your expenses. And I was like, wow, you got to manage your expenses because you're going to fixed income. You're worried about your expenses getting out of whack and not being able to manage all those things, and cost of goods rising, and you got to be mindful of that because if your expenses go to a certain level, it just throw things off. Gas increases, food increases, and those goods go up. Then the income, the fixed income that you're on, kind of eats that up, eats that revenue up. So, well, I thought of it. I said, well, yes, that's true. At the same time, if you had multiple streams coming in, that offsets that. So at the same time you're managing those expenses, how about manage multiple streams of income that helps you offset that and helps you hedge against that, that income and have long-term stability. So as I went forward, I said, well, let's how about we just do that? How about we just look at more ways to hedge that difficulty? Take another look at how we can look at ways to and increase that offset that discomfort in life. The expenses going up, but the fixed income staying the same. look at ways to increase it. So that's why I look at passive income ideas. Now I talked about this a while back in another podcast, but I wanted to look at it from more another angle. So we're going to understanding income streams, identify potential income streams, develop a plan, and then implement and management. Now we may be able to get through the whole thing this week. If not, next weekend is the 4th of July. Everybody be out there partying, setting up firecrackers and all that good stuff. I ain't going out there and all that. I did that. My kids are all grown. They got their kids, and they're doing that thing. So I'm like empty nester. Me and the wife I sit out in the front parking lot right in the driveway right there and watch it in 4 different places because we have them there, over here, and back over there. You can sit one in the driveway and see 4 different shows at the same time. So we did it last year. How you doing this year too? It's just how we roll. When you're grandparents, it's a different role. So here we go. All right. So understanding income streams. All right. Definition and significance. Income streams. Streams are categorized into active stream, a passive stream, and a portfolio stream. So it's 3 different ones. Stream, same thing. Y'all know I'm from the hood. I did a lot of Toastmasters. Believe it or not, I did. I was an area governor. But anyway, so active, passive, and portfolio. And each one play a crucial role in your financial stability. So there's 3 different types of passive income streams to come in, and they can help you hedge your against that expenses increases. Then there's significance of the diversification. So I looked at from my research, I found like 4 different folks. There was Linda, John, Jessica, and Mike, and they looked at different ways that their incomes could help them forge against financial stability. So how do those 4 folks look at how they're either the active, passive, or portfolio incomes and help them do better against against the expenses and everything being rised up. So they look at 4 different ways that they can have that happen. So there were they benefited from diversified income sources through investments. So your investments that you have now, that's outside of if you have retirement coming in. If you have a 401k income coming in, or if you got retirement from your job, outside of 401k, some type of pension coming in. Then there's side gigs. If you have a side gig you started at some point, there's a franchise opportunity. Even after you retire, you can buy into a franchise. Online businesses. And then there's rental income. So if you have a rental property that you can start, and you get income off of that, that's another means of having income coming in. So there's different ways that you have those funds come in. Now, along with that, the types of income that comes in, there's active income that comes in. Those are income that contributes to financial need that supports your financial needs and goals. Then there's passive income. Passive income comes from creating long-term security and independence. So the active is like if you're getting it from, so like if you're working part-time on a job, or like I teach, that's active income that comes in. Now I'm already retired, but because I have a PhD, that's another way that I like teaching. So if I'm retired, why not teach? So I teach at a community college. I love to talk to young folks about what their goals and dreams of for the future is. I teach different classes. One that I teach all the time now is marketing. So I teach marketing at the local community college. It's fun. I like interacting with the young folks. I teach there. That's active income. Passive income. I have investments. So the investments, they provide income for me, and I get to use the income for different things. I use the passive income to go travel. I use that. That's passive income. So that gives us financial security and independence. That's that's passive income. Now, what portfolio income? Now, portfolio that's still off of investments as well. That give you a source of income. Those are all types of income outside of if we're getting income from your retirement on a job or disability type income. So those are different income streams that come in that you can rely on. Now, if you haven't done any of those things in your past working environment, think about it now. If you're still working, think on those things now. So when you do reach retirement, you have those things put in place. Think on having your side gig. Think on what you can do once you reach that point. The best way to get yourself set up for it is to do it before you get there. When I first started, I was a firefighter. Now, obviously, I'm not firefighting now. Don't get me wrong though, but I love firefighting though. I really did. I love firefighting. But I knew when I was 18 years old, I was like, you know what? I do not want to be jumping off a truck when I'm 55. I just knew that. I was like, this is the blast, this is the bomb. I like speeding down the street, and like pulling out there and putting fire out. But I was like, when I'm 55, no. But so I worked on different things as I went along. Now, I mentioned I shared this before, but these are 20 different ways, 20 different ways to create a side hustle where you can have more income coming in. So 20 different ways. So you can take a screenshot of this and just pick one, and find out where you can work on it now so you can build it for later. So there's you can start a mutual fund. That mutual fund, $100 now, 20 years later, you can have close to a million. $100 at 30. Well, what do you say? If a guy was 19 and he put $100 away, by the time that guy turned 40 years later, he'd have close to a million. You're a 20-year-old guy. Man, I wish I knew this when I was 20. I tell you, I got tell you what, I got my young folks, my kids, got them doing it. That's if you're 19. If you know this, if you're 19 years old, you better get going. I'm telling you, get going. You have some money by the time you're 65. Stick to it. Now, you have kids like those your curve, yeah, but you get going. You can buy income earning stock. You got stocks too. And you mentioned about the stocks I got too, but you got 100 share. You can get stocks as well. You can start selling on. Now they didn't have this before. Sell on online, Spotify, Etsy, Amazon. Didn't have that opportunity way back in the day. You can rent your space. You can rent your car. You can create an app. I have an app. You can actually download my app, and you can actually purchase my books. There's courses I have on my app that you can download. You can get involved and buy a course of mine, and you can be able to get the course and go through the course and learn more about financial literacy. Literacy helps you. It gives you information for a lifetime. And then the second course I have is legacy. The legacy course gives you information that lasts for generation. The third course is going to come out, and that's associated with my third book, but that's coming. But you can create an app that offers things online. You can rent out your car. They have that now, where you can rent your car for folks to be able to use. You can purchase a home by Airbnbs. My oldest son does that. He has a couple of homes that are Airbnbs. You can do that. Start a business. There's all different type of franchise businesses that are out there. There's a business where you can go clean barbecue grills. You think it's not needed? Man, it's needed. Especially if you live in a place like Florida or Arizona. People have outside barbecue grills all over the place, and that can be a starter business. Clean barbecue grills. Uh, YouTube channels. They didn't have that either. They didn't have those either. Start your new. So there's 20 different. Like I said, take a screenshot, pick one, and see what sets in your heart to try to work your side business. All right. So case studies, benefits of diversification, long-term financial stability. So real life examples. I gave you some that are right there. There's 20 different ones. You can analyze and see which one works for you. The benefits of diversification: be diversified in your business efforts. A Bible choice, a biblical example of this is like Abraham, and then the Bible talks about Abraham was they were asked. They in the Bible it tells a story how they were talking to Abraham's servant, and they asked him how it was asking Abraham's servant to describe how rich he was, and he was describing what Abraham had. I don't have the scripture. I would give you the scripture, but I'll give it to you at another class. But he described it. He said he had camels, asses, servants, maidservants. Well, what he was describing was a diversified portfolio of wealth that Abraham had. So he didn't say he only had homes. He only had cash. He only had stocks. Wealth is having a diversified portfolio. It's not just one way to get wealthy, or one thing that makes you wealthy. It's having a diversified portfolio that gets you there. Because yes, it's, mutual funds are a part of it. It's not just mutual funds. Yes, having protection, life insurance is a part of it, but it's not the only thing. Yeah, and then having stocks is a part of it, but it's not the only thing. Real estate is a part of it, but it's not the only thing. You have a piece of each piece of the pie that makes the whole part, make the whole pie. You gotta have a piece of it all to make it all work. All right. Importance of goal setting. Goal setting. Now I know I'm going to have to come back to this because this is something that's going to be good for you. Financial goals. Make those clear financial goals. They have multiple income streams from those different goals. Then there are, I call them camp goals. Now, I'm not going to have to come back to this because the camp 10 method. There's 10 pieces to this camp method, and it goes far beyond the SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, actionable. That SMART goal is too short. It's not enough. It's just a catchphrase that people have been using for years about goal setting. Camp, a little more detail, and is more specific, and is an alternative means of framing your specific goal setting that you need. And that's going to be another class. But Camp 10, that's a method that I'm going to share with you. It goes beyond SMART. SMART is just a quick catchphrase that people always use. How you gonna set your goals? SMART goals, and it just sounds cool. It does, but it ain't. It's too short, not enough. Camp 10. We'll come back to the goal setting on that one. Create a diversification plan. So diversified plan. Create a template. Because planning is important. You gotta create a plan, then work your plan that you create. Create a plan. Okay, write it down. Write it down. Make it plain that as you read your plan, and as you once you get your plan down, you read the plan. You get your significant other to read the plan and understand the plan. Y'all talk about it and discuss it. Something's not right in that plan. You well, not necessarily right, but if it's not in agreement, you got to be in agreement with the plan, how it works. And you may like it, may not look good. Your significant other look at it and say that looks crazy. Y'all gotta work that bad boy. You know, you look at it, she look at it, and then all of a sudden she hits the wrong button. She goes, wrong answer. Then you gotta fix it. And many times I told my wife, come on, baby, look at right here, look at this right here. What did she say? Then I gotta fix it, you know, because something didn't work out for her. She saw it and didn't work right. So I gotta fix the plan. I gotta correct it. I gotta make it look right. You know, so you gotta do that, create that plan. All right. Identifying the potential income streams. So has been having engaging activity, brainstorm, get ideas for your potential income streams. Talk to your significant partner about how you're going to do this. Okay, we're going to run these classes, or we're going to do this right here to make some additional business come in. Have a group discussion, get your teammates together. Okay, how are we going to get this business started? How are we going to make more clients come into the business? How are we going to get this done? We got 3. They're gonna have this big event. Like I was talking to my teammates here last week, because last week was a national holiday. I'm not sure if you guys remembered or not, but they had a great old parade down here in Goodyear on my side of town. And, as a matter of fact, it was right in my backyard. It was my birthday. but my teammates came over. We're talking about how we're going to take and do things, and I said something's going to happen big in the company for the next 3 years. And I said, okay, we're going to be 3 and done. So we had a group discussion about it. We discussed what next 3 years, how are we going to make things work, how are we going to change and make more income come in for the business, and then we shared the insights with one another. We call our little group the wisdom group, and we decide how we want to brainstorm as a group and make things happen for us. Now, we're most of them a little older than me. You know, I'm a young one, 58. I'm the young one, but still, we said, you know, that's the wisdom group. We call us the wisdom group because of where we are, and we had to look at it. You know, like what's that cat's name? Rick Rock was 55. What's that dude's name? Colonel Sanders was 66, and what's that other? Warren Buffett was in his 50s. before they got super wealthy. Before they got super wealthy. And see, that's how sometimes people think, oh, I'm too old. I got the age 15 is old. No, man, that's when you got more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you go share it with the youth, and they was like, "Oh, you know what, I can get there before. Oh, let's do this. And you come together and you share and bring those insights together, and you guys work it. So had that brainstorming session, and y'all come together and make everything happen. So that's, I mean, that's, man. So yeah, we got excited about that. Having that brainstorming session as a team, working together. You don't have to do it on by yourself. You have your team, and you work together as a unit. All right. So research activity, exploring options, group presentation, interactive learning, and that's how you do it. You get your group together, analyze the pros and cons, any potential insights. So because we're talking about multiple streams of income, you got your own personal things going on. You get together with your group. You guys talk about how you're going to make this happen. Interactive learning together. Uh, this group research this area, that group research this area, and then you come together and say, how are we going to take over the whole, the valley with this? You know, so when you do that, it's not just one individual. It's not just one person. You collectively have, okay, we're going to spread this from all over Goodyear, and we got Goodyear's growing. I tell you, Goodyear, Arizona is growing. It's one of the fastest growing uh, parts of the country. And I mean, everywhere you go, is this growth everywhere. I mean, they're growing so many. I'm like, they're building so many homes and apartment complexes around here. I'm like, where all these people coming from? I'm like, and you just when you see that type of growth, folks are going to be here. So it's time to get your move on to make things happen. All right, reflecting on your ideas, opportunity for reflection. So um, during the brainstorming research, you want to the brainstorming session. You want to sit back and reflect on, man. I remember when I first got here to Phoenix. It was in 1993, and to look at all the growth since 1993, and it's still growing. I said, man, if I wish I could have, would have, know what I knew now back then, where I would be. Individual insights, the long term financial, the goals that I've had since I've been in my home, how the home values have increased. I'm glad I took advantage of it. The other opportunities that are out there. Like now, they're going to be building. Microsoft's got this future city that's not too far down the road from here. There's uh, they got Microsoft has another facility down behind Goodyear Airport. There is a what is that place? There's a movie theater, not movie complex being built too, and I'm quite sure there's things in your area that are being talked about and being brought up as well. I mean, and there's growth all over this country. So what have you deciding to do? What have you looked at? What have you considered for your future in your area as well? So think about that. What opportunities can you take advantage of to create multiple streams of income in your life? So that other income stream comes in, and you can still look at your expenses, but at the same time, what other income that you can generate to bring into the home? You don't have to, and it's not to say you got to go out there and jump on a fire truck and run down the road. If you want to, you can do that. Sometimes, you get firefighting in your blood, man. It's hard to let go of that because every time a truck goes by, sometimes I feel like jumping on there, but then I realize, I'm 58, can't hear. I don't know where the screams coming from, so that wouldn't be a good thing. But I still think about it though. Don't get me wrong. I still think about it. But some things you just can't do like you used to do anymore. So you can do something different. I use my mind a lot. I mean, I like teaching. I go down there and teach and talk to the young folks, which is funny. Like I said, they was like, y'all know who Bernie made out there? Who? What? They don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, all right. Leveraging your creativity, innovative approaches online, like this right here. I'm doing this online. Didn't think I would. I'd be. Didn't think of it. Never thought I'd be able to talk. I'm talking to the computer, but I know there's people that listen to hear what I have to share, and I get the feedback, I get the likes, I get the comments, and I appreciate everyone who hears and listens to what I have to share. I hope it's impactful and influential in your life. It helps keep you motivated to keep doing your thing. You got to be able to get out there and do what you're called to do. Think outside the box. If you think it's crazy, do it. Because that means somebody else is thinking the same way you are, and it'll work. You know, if it don't work, if it ain't making you money, you change gears and try something else. You need to try something else. What feels good to you is good for you, and you just do it. If it ain't making you money, then you gotta switch gears, do something different. What it may have. But if it don't feel good, your spirit will tell you what needs. You just have to be willing to unleash that potential in you. Because if you keep it bottled up, keep it to yourself, it ain't gonna go nowhere. It's bottled up. It's in a container. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's gonna. That's what I was reading a book the other day. It said the one place is that's full of wealth, but ain't going nowhere, has no potential no more. It's in the grave. A lot of folks that had ideas and thoughts and didn't act on it died with their ideas, and the grave is full of wealth. Sad. No, man, take it out of your eyes, take it out of your mind, take it out and get it out. Never know. You never know what you have somebody else may need or want, and you didn't bring it forward. So be mindful of that. So be mindful of it. We got a minute. So I just say, let me back out of this right here so we can kind of remind everybody here. You have questions, thoughts, or ideas, questions, you can text me. You can go to my website that was scrolling at the bottom, I think. Well, you go to my website, Actionable Financial Literacy. Also, there's on the QR code there's the Actionable Money app. You can scan that code, get the Money app. You can follow us on the Money app. You can also see all the classes that are available there as well. Um, there's also, you can like and subscribe. There's a link to the book that we have available as well. And know that hey, I like to share. I like to provide information, knowledge, and wisdom that helps everyone go to the next level. So with that, this has been Dr. Joe Blake with the Actionable Financial Literacy Center, and I'd like to share with you to stay tuned, stay informed, and stay on point. Till next week. Well, next week's the holiday. I didn't finish, so I'll probably come on and just share the last few slides. But outside of that, we'll see you next week and have a great and wonderful day.